Hello, this is Lori, the soap maker at the LauriLin Design Soapworks. Today we are making oatmeal and honeybee soap. So you'll notice that my lye water was not clear. It's because I put honey in it, and I put some local honey in it that was really, really thick. And I ended up having to microwave it to thin it out. And frankly, the way I did it is not the way I would recommend, so I'm not even going to tell you about it. But the batter has honey in it. Also, I put some really finely ground oatmeal in it as well. So that's why it's oatmeal and honey. And then the bee part is because on the top there's going to be some embeds. So starting off today, the bottom is going to be some layers. So I have those two blacks and a yellow. Bee inspiration stripes, that's where I'm going with that. Plus some little round embeds. I'm going to put in those just for added interest. So, layers. They can be super fun and they can be super challenging. They're super fun in that it's just one color, you dump it in, it's all good. And it's super challenging because if your batter doesn't set up the way you need it to set up, you could be waiting forever, or you could not have straight lines. So the benefit of putting some additives like oatmeal and honey into soap batter is that it can accelerate it a little bit. The fragrance I'm using today is the oatmeal milk and honey from the Nature's Garden candles. And it says it does no acceleration, no separation, no rising, and discolors to a light beige. Strong scent retention, performs well. Hey, that's great. But even under great circumstances like that, I can still mess it up. So mine is not accelerating, but it's definitely not staying fluid. So I'm using that to my advantage today. So I got my 2 layers in. I got some of my embeds in there. And here we go. So you'll notice that I'm also using 2 molds. I'm trying to do a double batch today. I'm seeing if this works out. It's a new experiment today. So I'm doing 2 rounds of making the batter so that my bottom designs of the lines, the layers can be really firm, and then the top will be a different design, completely different. So, honeybees. I love honey. I don't like the bees. I think around here, we don't really have honeybees as much as we have the wasps. So that's why, all the good bees get the bad rap because of the wasps. So, part 2 here, we're doing that blue and kind of a green. Really what I've taken is the Twilight and the Maniacal Pea colorants from Mad Micas. And the dark blue, I'm going to make lighter. And then the green is a combination between some of the Twilight and Maniacal Pea. I want to do a swirly top sky type of thing. Like maybe the bees are, it's springtime and they're happy and they're buzzing around. So this is just kind of a basic in the pot swirl. I'm going to dump it in a special way so that I can get it through the batter. And then I'll pour it all in. So the higher I pour my batter in, the lower it goes into the pot so that it's more of an even swirl like that. So here we are. And then the green and the blue that I reserved, I'm going to put on top for decoration. And I'm really into this like wispy, swirly, dump it on kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, ooh, glitter would be nice, but no glitter today. And I go ahead and swirl it with my stick because I should have just left it really, but actually it didn't even matter because I kind of messed up something later, so you'll see that. So here's the cute little bee embeds. I made those with soap dough a couple days before. I used my heart extruder disc that I had created myself, and those are the wings. And then I just layered the other ones, like rolled them out and layered them, black and yellow and black and whatever. And then I cut them into that shape. So I'm pretty proud of myself. until I realized that those lines I put on my mold are not the lines I should be following because I ran out of bees. And I'm like, no, I can count. My husband doesn't think I can, but I can count. So there's a problem here. So we're going to move these around, and then I'm kind of so mad at it. We're just going to darken it. Oh, look. They're all where they need to be. Okay, so let's do a little decor. Little fun little pops of color of white and yellow. Little, I don't know what. Circles. Those are circles. So we're doing that. Plus I had to put a little extra texture in the back because I moved around all of those little embeds. So it looks like everything was fine when really I had a little problem. Now the other thing with honey is that it's sugar, and sugar makes your soap batter warm. So I really need to watch this when I put it to bed and let it sit overnight before I cut it. But then I got busy and I did something else, and so I had a little problem with the top cracking because it wasn't a full-on soap volcano, but it did some cracking. So I'll show you that in a minute. But for right now, we'll just enjoy how pretty this is and how fast I can put those on. But really, I've sped this up 6 times because, man, this is boring. I mean, I'm even bored doing it right there. But anyways, it looks really cool when you're done. So the scent today is really nice. It's that oatmeal milk and honey from Nature's Garden. It has a little almond to it, and normally I don't like almond, but I like this one. It's like vanilla and almond and sweet and honey. It's a really pleasant fragrance, kind of like a unisex. Everybody's gonna like it. Here we are, cutting it up. And at this point I realized, man, I should have just put all those embeds in the top half, but yeah, I didn't. And this is my new toy. It's a multi-bar soap cutter, and so I'm not even sure how to use it. So we're gonna use it and try it together. So I'm gonna line it up, push it down. It seems like it's not that big a deal. There I am. Those are my upside down soaps. Maybe I'll turn one around so you can see it. There you go. Those are my soaps. I'm pleased with how they turned out. If I could do it again, I think instead of circles, now I think the other way is better. Instead of circles, I think I'll do like the hexagons because it'll look more like a comb. That would be really cool. Or I've seen some of the ladies or the soap artists put bee embeds all the way through. But that one looked really hard, and those little embeds on top were a challenge already. So I don't know, maybe next year when it's honey season, bee season again, we'll do that. But for right now, I'm really pleased with this. The oatmeal gives it a slight little texture, and also some of the honey gives it a little texture in there too, just because the honey I used was so thick. So in person you would see little specks. But you know what? I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. I mean, all of these scrubs and stuff, you just dump the sugar right in. So, you know, what's a little extra exfoliant? We're good. Plus it smells so good. It really does smell that good. So my soaps, I cut them. I get 25 bars out of each of those loaves. So I'm making 50. And then some of them I'm going to cut into half as well. And we're going to try some half bars at maybe the farmer's market, just so that people can try more variety. These bars, the size they are, for one person, they would last you most of a month. In my family, we share showers. So we have like 3 people using one shower, and so we will go through maybe 2 bars a month, depending on how dirty you are and how much you just smear it over yourself. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.